I never thought that I could write my own will in just 10 minutes. But here's exactly what happened when I actually tried. Now, before I go into specifics, let me say up front that I am not a lawyer and this is not legal advice. But if you have ever put off something as important as writing a will because it feels either complicated or you think it's going to be very expensive, you're going to see just how simple it can be to at least get a solid draft done. Now, the truth is that most people don't have a will. If you don't have a will, let me know in the comments. And don't tell me it's because you're young, because things happen to even young people these days. I'm thinking it happens more often than not. We don't like thinking about a will, however, or we assume that it's only for rich people or people who have things to leave. And then, of course, there's the cost, whether it's the lawyer fee, which can be pretty expensive. But listen, here is the reality. If you don't have a will, the government gets to decide who gets your stuff, whether it's a little bit of stuff or a lot of stuff. And trust me, that may not be the way you want to go. So we're going to experiment today. I have my computer here and we're going to write a will in 10 minutes. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to list out your assets. And this isn't just house, cars, and land. It's also digital assets and sometimes things that you don't even realize have value. So we're going to cover some of that here today. Now, if you are good at typing or writing, you can go ahead and type up what I'm about to share with you, but I don't like typing. So I'm gonna use my phone and I'm gonna go to my notes, and I'm sure notes exist on every phone, but if it doesn't, just go to a blank document on your phone and I'm gonna hit this speaker button here to activate voice to text. And all I'm gonna do next is start talking, because what I'm gonna do is list out everything that I own. Like I said earlier, properties, bank accounts, jewelry, even digital assets like my online business as an example. Now, for each item that you either type up or you state, you need to say exactly who you want to leave it to. And you need to make sure you have full names, first names and last names, not aliases or nicknames, just to avoid confusion. Now let me go ahead and list out my assets. My checking account at NCB with a proud balance of $12,000. I'm gonna leave it to my beloved cousin, Enid Campbell, with the understanding that she doesn't blow it all at once, because you know these people, right? Anyway, my savings account at Scotiabank, which has been empty since Christmas of 2019, I'm gonna leave that to my brother, Hubert Sinclair. You know why? Because he has a way of telling people that I'm hiding money and I have money, so let me give him the opportunity to close it out. Now, from a real estate perspective, there's my portion of the family house in Maroontown, especially the back room still under dispute. I'm gonna leave it to my dear cousin Myrtle Higgins, provided that she doesn't rent it out on Airbnb and not consult with the rest of the family. Now, that empty piece of land that I have in Clarendon, now serving as an Airbnb for goats, I'm gonna leave that to my uncle Egbert Thompson, because him and the goat them have an understanding. Now, my trusted 2010 Toyota Corolla, aka the White Angel, I'm gonna leave that to my cousin Percival Johnson, with the hope that he keeps it alive with a little more duct tape and some prayers. Now, as it pertains to my personal asset, my 65-inch smart TV, still on hire purchase, I'm gonna leave it to my nephew, Trevor Morrison, on strict conditions that he finishes making the payment, because I don't want to have bad credit, even in debt. Now, I also have a shoebox in my bedroom containing old dominoes, cassette tapes, my gold-plated chain that I used to wear all the time when I was young and hot, and my wedding ring. And I'm gonna leave that to my cousin, Horace Mackenzie. Now, my Louis Vuitton bag that I bought from Mr. Chin, that everybody in my family says fake, that still look like new 2 years later, I'm gonna leave it to my niece, Bonquisha Mackenzie. And my husband, Harold Rocket, and I don't even know if this is legal, but I'm gonna leave him to my neighbor, Clarice Davis, because she always love take people man and think my husband a good somebody. She will realize that the grass is not greener on the other side. Now, as it pertains to my TikTok account with my 327 followers, I'm gonna leave that to my niece, Winifred Blake, so that she can carry on my legacy. And as it pertains to my dog, Brownie, which is the most loyal mongrel dog one could own, I leave him to my cousin, Lionel Douglas. And Lionel, make sure you make ton meal for him and don't give him a leftover bone. And finally, I leave $5,000 in cash and my hymn book to Mount Zion Baptist Church to support the building fund that has been almost finished since 1994. Now, I'm gonna appoint my sensible cousin, Bernice White, to act as executor of this will because she's the only one who doesn't fight over goat meat at Christmas dinner. Now that's our input, a list of all the things that we own and exactly who we want to leave it for. Now I'm gonna apply some humor to this to make sure you're not bored, but remember what I'm about to show you can work with a very serious process to create a will. And there's a caveat that I'll share with you later on that's critical. Now, what you're gonna realize with the will writing process is that there are a few important things that lawyers usually include in a will that you should as well. I mentioned the executor. This is the person who you trust to carry out your wishes and not to take things for themselves. There's what's called the guardianship. If you've got kids or dependents that are either underage or have special needs, state specifically who you want to care for them. And you saw me mention my TikTok, that's your digital assets, whether it's your email, your website, if you have a YouTube channel or a social media account. There's also a residue clause, and this is a catch-all that says anything I forgot to mention goes to, and you put somebody's name there to make sure everything is distributed. And of course, you will eventually need to sign and date the will. And depending on where you live, you may need to have a witness or notarization for your will. Now, let's talk about how we created this will in a matter of 10 minutes, now that we have our inputs. And I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. Now, this is where, in my opinion, it gets powerful. Once I had my notes that I verbalized, that as you can see here now on my phone is text, and I'll pop up my screen so that you can see it, I'm gonna use this ChatGPT prompt. And I'm gonna place the prompt in the description of this video so that you can easily copy it and modify it based on your specifics. So the prompt says, act as an experienced estate planning attorney, draft a simple will in, and you're gonna put your country. I'm gonna put Jamaica here. Now, after entering your country, the rest of the prompt said, make sure it includes an executor, special gifts, a residue clause, and standard signing. Here are the details. And this is where now I'm gonna go back to my notes that I recorded on my phone. If you typed up yours, just go find it. And you're gonna paste it all here in this prompt in ChatGPT. And there it is, as you can see on the screen. And we're gonna hit go. And you can use the free version of ChatGPT to do what I'm showing you here on screen. And as you can see here, it's generating our will, last will and testimony, of course, your name, your address, being of sound mind, and disposing memory, hereby declare that this is my last will and testament, revoking all former wills and testamentary dispositions made by me. And then it speaks to the appointment of the executor. Then it speaks to all the details that came from my notes. But you notice ChatGPT wrote it in a professional way, kind of like an attorney or a lawyer would, in a list that's bulleted here with the specific owner. And it left out all the commentary that I add, which is the right thing to do. But everything is here. Then there's the residue clause, which is what gives anything I forgot to put in here to someone. And in this case, it's giving it to my nieces and nephews. You can fix it up if you want to. And then here's something I forgot, the general provisions. Because here's the reality. You may leave something for someone in your will and they die before you. So this is saying if any beneficiary predeceases me, their gift shall lapse and fall into the residue of my estate. It also says my executor should have full power to settle debts, pay expenses, and administer my estate according to law. And then here, there's a space for the signature and a little note here that says, in Jamaica, witnesses cannot be beneficiaries under the will. Make sure your witnesses are neutral, whether it's friends, neighbors, or colleagues. And that's it. In less than a minute, ChatGPT took our input and created a full will drafted and written in proper legal language. I basically went from 0 to having an actual will in under 10 minutes. Now here is the caveat and the big disclaimer. Let me be crystal clear. This is not a replacement for a lawyer. I would always recommend you consult a licensed attorney in your country to make sure your will is valid. But here's the hack. If you take the draft that we just created to them as a starting point, it's likely going to cost you way less money than asking them to write your will from scratch. You're basically walking in with the first draft done. Now, why does this matter? Because you do not want the government to make these decisions for you. In the time that it takes you to scroll on Instagram, you could leave your loved ones with clarity and some amount of peace of mind. You can make sure that your house, your car, even your grandmother's wedding ring goes exactly where you want it to. And you're gonna feel, in my opinion at least, a weight lifted from your shoulder, knowing that it's taken care of. So now the ball is in your court. Are you gonna let the government decide? Your family fight over it? Or are you gonna leave clear instructions? I hope you found value in this video, and you can even take it to another level, because if you're as paranoid as I am, there are gonna be detailed instructions for my funeral as well. Walk good.